Hot 937 Hartford's #1 hip hop and R&B. It's your man DJ Meechie, the Black Kennedy, live and direct, man. The world famous heavy hitter. I'm in the building at DJ Meechie podcast. We in the building. We going crazy today, man. I got the brand new, you know what I'm saying, podcast that's rolling out and all that. And of course, I gotta have somebody from the home team, you know what I'm saying, stop through. I gotta have somebody come through and bless, you know what I'm saying, the platform and all that. This is my brother. He goes by the Holy One. He goes by Sholey. Y'all make some noise, man. Sholey in the building.
Yeah, we here. It's only right. Meechie, I appreciate you. CT, let's do it.
Yes, sir. Welcome, man. Welcome.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you for having me, bro.
Of course. Listen, I've been seeing you out here moving around. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot going on, and you hit me. You said, yo, I'm on the way.
Yeah. Shout out to my guy Decomposer, man. I just wanted to talk to the streets, man. You know what I mean,
yes.
Put that lingo in their life.
Mm-hmm.
Let them know how we carrying, how we rocking. So that's what it is.
Absolutely, and I love the record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of those joints where you throw it on. If you're a hip hop head, if you love hip hop like we love hip hop, this is gonna be for you. This is that record that's gonna be for you. I also like it because a lot of people hit me and they say, "What's going on in Connecticut? What's the sound? Do y'all got this? Do y'all got that?" I'm seeing a lot of dance motion. I'm seeing a lot of this. I'm seeing a lot of singers. I'm seeing a lot of that. But they don't really talk about the fact that Connecticut got the spitters.
Yeah.
You know
I mean,
what I'm saying?
we got the spitters, and we living like that. So I just want to get my G's a soundtrack.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yes.
Like for my, I ain't trying to glorify nothing, but a lot of my brothers, a lot of my peers is really on that type tip. So I want to make something that they can vibe to, and
Absolutely.
you know what I mean, go hug it.
And I think I like it because, you know, we're from Connecticut, but it's a lot of division, I guess, within the state. You know, whether or not you're from the north, the south, the east, the west, wherever you're from in Connecticut.
Over with.
There's a lot of like 860 action. There's a lot of 203 action. There's a lot of we don't know what's going on here because we down here. We don't know what's going on up here because it's here. But I love what I'm seeing now in Connecticut because I see a lot of artists, especially you. I think that you are kind of fronting the motion of getting a lot of these artists from, let's say, down your way, coming up this way, doing records with artists up this way for people to know who they are. You know what I'm saying? And be in the forefront of that because it's only so much that us as DJs, us as a radio station can do.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we don't even reach some of the parts that,
exactly.
you know what I'm saying, some of the people in the state are at and stuff like that. So I think it's very important that, you know, you guys are stepping out there and actually coming together and putting out amazing music.
You gotta touch the road, man. You know what I mean? You can't just kick it in your backyard and expect motion. You know what I mean?
Right.
We really have emotion. And real recognize real, so I'm tapping in with bands in Hartford. I'm tapping in with Bass. I'm tapping in with Henny in New Haven. You know what I mean? I'm tapping in with Shemp in New Britain. And we rocking for real. Like, we making music, but these my people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we gonna bridge the gap. Everything husky. It ain't no secret. You know what I mean?
Now, what gravitates you to be able to do that? I mean, I understand you said, you know, it's your streets. Maybe you can listen to their music and you can relate to a lot of the stuff that they saying and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I just always feel like, you know, it takes a lot for somebody to come out from their city or come out from their area and really go rock with somebody from another place because, you know, it's a lot of, you can jump into a lot of stuff. There's a lot of egos. It's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, all of that type of stuff. But like, what made you gravitate to want to like even go out and do that?
But that just always been my like my vibe and my intuition, even from being in the streets. Like, you gotta pick and choose who you want, you know what I mean, stand next to and what vibe you want to be around. So I mean, all the people I name and even the people I didn't name that I rock with, like I've been around them. And you know what I mean, I'm using my better judgment to say, all right, this is a good dude, or you know what I'm saying, this a real one. You know what I mean? So I'm just using my you know what I'm saying, my intuition to guide me. Right. And my gut feeling to let me know what's what. And you know, it hasn't steered me wrong.
That's hard. Even just, I mean, with the single On the Way, you know what I'm saying? You linked up with Decomposer. Decomposer's from up this way. You know what I'm saying? Shout my guy Decomposer. You know, how was that like linking with him, getting in the studio with him and creating this masterpiece?
With Decomposer, man, it was smooth, man, because he reached out to me and was just like, yo, I got something for you. So I pushed up to his studio and what I usually do is I usually try to put my stamp on what the producer making. I try to like lead them into what I want.
Right.
And I decided that I wasn't gonna do that with him, and I said I'm gonna step in his world.
That's
you know what I mean, because he's a lot younger than I am.
Right.
You know what I mean, so I was just like, let me get on his wavelength, and if I'm going to get a decomposer beat, let me go get a decomposer beat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I heard that, I just knew. And, you know what I mean, the beat spoke to me, and I talked back. And
right.
You know what I mean,
and I love it because it's a match that, when you see it on paper, you might not know what it's gonna sound like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you listen to a lot of decomposer stuff and stuff like that, because once I saw it on paper, the first thing in my head is like, when I get around decomposer, he's jumping up and down, he's jumping on tables, couches, he's a wild boy. So I'm like, what is Sholey gonna sound like on this decomposer beat? Is he gonna be crowd surfing?
As far as talking that talk, as far as that lyricism and that patch, I'm him. So
right.
We could do whatever. We could get a beat from Will I Am. I'm gonna put my thing on it. So.
But I loved it because, like you said, you went in his world, but he still was able to illustrate what you needed to say. You know what I'm saying? Because, when I listen to it, it's like, okay, boom, I could put the hoodie on now. You know what I'm saying? I could ride around.
Yeah.
I could do all that. You know what I'm saying, to this. So, it's a dope record. So congratulations on
Appreciate you, bro.
I know recently you touched that stage at Toll's Place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout the Web, man.
How was that, experience going out there and, putting on?
It was different, man. And like I said, I appreciate him for calling me out. You know what I mean? But when I got in the building, the energy was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And his crowd, man, they was more enthusiastic than I'm used to, because when you go to a hip hop show, like in a how can I put it, like when you in the ghetto or you in the trenches, like everybody cool,
right.
Everybody got they drip on,
yeah.
You know what I mean, they with they shorty, they acting like they hot, you know what I'm saying,
right.
Or they acting like they the vibe,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying. So when I performed at his joint, like when I did call and response, when I said put your hands up, they literally put their hands up. So
they don't play.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't expect it, but they was a vibe, man. And I mean, his whole setup, ill, man. I got a lot of respect for dude.
Yeah. Now, it was crazy that night because, when you get on the set, you always want to try to think like, all right, what am I going to play, you know what I'm saying, to get the crowd going crazy. I got to get the energy right in here. So I'm hitting certain records, and I'm like, this is a hip-hop crowd, so of course we're going to play the DMX, we're going to play the this, we're going to play that, and they rocking.
Yeah.
But the biggest song of the night, son, was Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Which one?
Crossroads. I told them to, you know what I'm saying, light it up and all that, just a little call and response, getting them interacting. Yeah. That was the biggest song of the night. You would have thought I was playing Dreams and Nightmares or something.
Yeah,
like,
and
it was
probably
crazy.
Word for word with it too.
Yo.
Yeah, it caught me off guard, man, but I loved it.
Yeah, his crowd is fun, man. So shouts to Chris Webby. Let's go back to the beginning for people that's just tapping in. We got Sholey in the building. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people, they come to me now like, yo, I'm loving this Sholey dude. And I'm like, yo, but he's been doing this.
Yeah.
He's been him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I want to start from the beginning, like, back in Bridgeport, back in that area. Like, when did you get started in this music thing?
I've been rapping for a while, so I guess I could say like rapping and doing music, I'll separate it. I've been rapping for a while. I've been like pursuing the music thing since like I came home in 2015.
Okay.
So I've been on it like consistently since then. Before that, it was on and off. I was in and out of jail.
Yep.
Rapping, battling, you know what I mean, doing ciphers in the hood, but it wasn't nothing like this is my everyday life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So since 2015, I've been on them. But, yeah, I mean, back in the day, I was just trying to find my way, dropping little mixtapes and, you know what I mean, putting stuff on YouTube or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? But since 2015, I've been on their heels.
That's hard. Now, who, coming up, who, like, influenced some of your journey? Like, who was some of the musicians or some of the music that you was rocking to at that time that kind of inspired your pen?
I gotta give my mother credit. She got me a boombox when I was way young, and
that's hard.
Like Outkast tapes and Jay-Z tapes and Big Pun, stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean, they had a lot of influence on me. Of course, Hove, Nas, Big, Pac.
That's hard.
I mean? But I grew up in that, that golden age where everybody was nice. Like in the era back then we might argue over who was who and what was what.
Yeah.
But now that we removed from it, I could look back and say everybody was like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Locks, 50.
That's a fact.
Nori. You know what I'm saying? My Prodigy. Like the list goes on. Everybody was nice in their own way.
That's a fact. Everybody had the wave.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
It just depended on who you was talking to at the end of the day. You know, so after that, you know what I'm saying, once you get influenced, now you starting to rap, you in the hood, you doing these ciphers and all that. You said 2015 you get out, you start taking it serious. Now, what was that thing that just kind of like snapped where it was like, okay, I know I could do this. The motion is happening. We here with it.
It was a combination of things, man, but for me it was getting a response from different audiences. You know what I'm saying? Because I was known in my city for something outside of rap. Right. So you in your city you getting that love, but is it my music or is it me?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So when I start getting on these platforms like bars or I'm in ciphers like Cypher or Ciphers and so on and so forth, and this new audience is seeing me that don't know me from Adam, and they like, yo, boy, nice. That's when I start knowing like, nah, it ain't just like wherever you put me at, I'm gonna cook. And that's when I started knowing. When I started doing platforms that put me on the audiences that didn't know who I was and they was reacting and like championing what I was giving up.
Right. So being in the streets and doing what you was doing in the streets, translating all of that, doing the music stuff, you know, what's the transition like? Because like you said, you know, you deal with obviously the people out there that got to look at you in different types of ways, because one, you might like they might know you from this, but then they got to understand you from this, or people know you from this and they got to understand that, you know what I'm saying, you here doing this. But what, as far as jumping into it now, taking it serious, you know, messing with all this industry stuff, like, is it? I always like to ask people, you know what I'm saying, is it what you thought it was gonna be, or is
that's a good question, man, and it's a gift and a curse in a way. You know what I'm saying, because when people know you for living a certain life in the streets, you know what I mean, when you tell your story, they take to it a little bit differently, knowing it's authentic, and that's a gift.
That's a fact.
But you know, it's hard to do both, because you're so visible, You know what I'm saying, and you got to advertise your whereabouts, and you got to put yourself on flyers and show a lot of a lot of intimate things about yourself. Right. And that's not something you would do in the street so much. So it's like an adjustment to make, and when you start making that adjustment, you might have to let some things go and certain ways of living go. So when you fall back from that lifestyle and your money switch up, then it you know, it's a conundrum of, you know what I mean, do they expect certain stuff from me? Am I supposed to look a certain way because they used to me looking like this and they used to me carrying like this? So you gotta humble yourself a little bit and certain points when you say I'm a transition from this to this. And you know, it's just adapting and letting that go to say, I want this over here. I don't want these thousands, I want these millions, and I'm gonna figure this out, and I'm gonna pour my all into this over here. You know what I'm saying? So it's not an easy transition to make, and a lot of people don't have the humility or patience to even do that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's a gift and a curse, man, because without that, you know, sometimes people don't even want to hear your story.
That's a fact, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just write you off as like, you know what I mean, I know a lot of people who really talented and they don't have a story, and people just like hear that lyrical miracle.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think sometimes too it's a little culture shock, because once you start to really do it and start to really like do it for real, you start to see that, damn, I gotta do this stuff that like I really don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Or I gotta, and you know you gotta do it because it's just where we at. You know what I'm saying? Me and your mans was having a whole conversation before where, you know, I was saying that, you know, you must be in high demand because right now it's all about content. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it is. If you're not an artist, you're not doing content, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, that's something I'm getting used to, because you know, we would put so much stock into making music. And your music might not be getting the eyes and ears that you wanted to. So it's like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stand in front of this microphone and get busy and make y'all respect it. And that's going crazy for me every time I do it, whether it's bars or sway or eat double wherever I do it at.
Right.
It's like people reacting, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, or whatever the medium is.
Yeah.
It's getting a consistent reaction, and it's like it's almost seamless because this is what I like doing.
Right,
You know
right,
what
right.
I mean, I like cooking like that, so it ain't nothing to that.
Right.
When you got to put together a video and a budget and find the extras and the cars and the girls and the locations,
Right.
and you get less of a response doing that than just standing in front of this mic rapping, it's like, all right, well, let me do this then, since this is what y'all want. You know what I
That's
mean,
a
we'll
fact,
figure
yeah.
this out, and I'm going to keep making music. I'm going to keep pouring my heart into it,
Right.
and doing it because I love doing it, but I could give y'all this every day of the week.
Right.
No problem.
Right. That's a
You know what
fact.
I'm saying? Put a good jacket on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Put the good jewelry on and say, what we going to do?
Right. And it's what you got to do is work. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Once again, we got the one and only Sholey in the building.
We here.
Bridgeport song.
Big East.
Everything Husky, Big East. I love it because, you know, if you don't know, I'm the official UConn Huskies DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Man, pull your boy up to a game too, man.
I got you, son.
I need to.
I'm gonna put you up in the luxury tone. Put you up in the little skybox. You know what I'm saying?
I need to see that AZ FUD, man. I need to see Shorty.
Yes,
She
sir.
Like that.
Yo, they got a squad this year, man. They got a squad. Both of them too. The women, men.
Yeah.
They doing their thing. So shouts to them. But I want to get into this everything Husky. I want to get into this Big East movement. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing what you doing out there. I'm loving what you putting out there for the state. So talk to me about this.
Yeah, man, the everything Husky, like, you know what I mean, that was just something I felt like, you know what, man, let me stand on this. And Husky, obviously, is the mascot and the home team, but it also means big. Like, my pocket's Husky. You know what I mean? I pulled up in something Husky. I pulled up with Shorty. That thing was Husky. So everything Husky, that's, you know what I mean? That's our flag to fly. That's what we standing on.
That's a fact.
That's what we representing. You know what I mean? In the
That's a
Big
fact.
East, it's like the whole hub up here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can't blame everybody, but they don't know what's going on up here.
Right.
They don't know the young boys in Hartford is treacherous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know what's going up in New Haven. They don't know you know what I mean?
Yep.
Hartford boys touching money, Bridgeport boys touching paper.
Yeah.
Boston boys getting big money. You know what I mean? They active in Springfield. They don't know that.
Facts.
Because, you know what I mean, a lot of what people are aware of is rap.
Right.
So you see Chief Keef, you see Dirk, you see all they little drama, and it's like, all right, let me look into Chicago, or rappers put you on the culture. So let me put y'all on the culture up here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because y'all might not know.
Right. That's a fact. I mean, anywhere I go when I travel, you know what I'm saying, the two things that whenever I say I'm from Connecticut, the two things that pop up is they say UConn. That's the first thing, and they say Foxwoods.
Yeah.
I guess Foxwoods,
But that too,
one of
though.
the
You know what I
biggest
mean? That too.
casinos or something like that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm embracing that too. Like, I'm embracing UConn, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm embracing the casino because that's part of our culture.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? You getting your money working, or you getting your street paper.
Yeah.
And you gonna push up to the casino with your people and try to run it up. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Or you gonna bring your shorty up there for the concert.
Yeah.
And go to the good steakhouse. Like, that's part of our culture too. Like, that's some fly, you know what I mean, thing that we be doing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all that. I mean, when UConn, when they had the Final Four joint in my city, I was courtside. You know what I'm saying? I'm jacking all that too. I'm jacking UConn, I'm jacking the casino, but
Yes, sir.
but look, like, you know what I'm saying, don't confuse it. You know what I mean? It's dangerous too.
Right,
And I ain't
right.
glorifying that, but
Absolutely.
I mean, it is what it is.
But I love the movement because it once again it brings togetherness again. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I mean, we know where UConn is at. That's way out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then you down here talking about everything Husky. That's the state. You know what I'm saying? So I love that togetherness. I love the movement, man. And you know, outside of the single that's out that we going crazy with up here, man. Are you working on a project? You got any new music on the way?
Yeah, I'm working on Show Love 3. I got new music in the chamber that I'm getting the calendar ready for, getting ready to roll out, getting ready to tear down a couple more of these platforms. You know what I mean? And just I'm campaigning right now, man.
Hard.
I mean, Sholey the Holy One, man. We just campaigning, you know what I mean, putting the people on, one city, one state at a time. You know what I mean? And we bridging the gap. You know what I mean?
So Show Love 3. What producers you working with? What artists you working with? Who you got on this?
It's a lot of producers that I've been working with, and the features is still up in the air, man. But I mean, more than likely, I'm gonna have my brother Millie's on there.
Okay.
OT. I mean, of course, Bands, Henny. I mean, Mundo. I mean, but look for some surprises too, man. I don't want to give everything up, but you know, it's gonna be.
That's
it's the I mean, Show Love 1 and 2. As far as my audience, they look at those like, I mean, like cult classic type things. So
right.
Show Love 3, the Holy Trinity. That's gonna be.
I need people to understand who Sholey is, because regardless of if you just discovering them now and stuff like that, I love the fact that, you know, you could say something like, I started taking it serious 2015 when I got out and all that. But you can hear it in your music how serious you take it. You know what I'm saying? You could see the progression from the projects. You can go back and actually say, well, I just heard about Sholey today, but let me go back and jump into the discography, because you got that much music out. You got that many projects out. It's not a lot of artists that could do that. They might say, man, I've been doing this for a minute, boom, 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 and then you go look for them and they don't got nothing going on.
Yeah, this is Show Love 1. This is Show Love 2. This is Billions. This is Dope Sample. And in that, I'm cooking everywhere I go.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm giving up
all fire.
I'm giving up verses that's 5 minutes, 8 minutes, one take. You never heard none of these bars before.
Right.
In the midst of putting all this music out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this, you know what I mean? This music I put out it's like personal. It's near and dear to me, bro. Like, I put out an album while I was on trial for my life and my father was dying. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is I'm bearing it all.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I'm telling you my story. I'm telling you the story of my city. I'm telling you the story of my neighborhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A bunch of my people done passed in the past few years. You know what I mean? So it's just like this deep. We trying to get out of here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving you albums, songs, freestyles. You know what I'm saying? I did the Show Love experience. I bought the whole state out. I'm giving you all this stuff on a high level.
Right.
You know what I mean? Indie.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you gotta respect it in a way.
And I love the energy, because like I said last time when I was just joking around when we was on the air with Webb, and I said it feels like you got a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah.
But I love that because it just shows your passion, because at the end of the day, somebody like you that's been performing the way that you perform, that's been you know, putting out the quality records, quality projects and all that, you don't even got to be doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Because you are who you are. But at the end of the day, it's like you still show up to perform each and every time, no matter what it is. And that's what I respect.
Yeah, man, because I appreciate that too. Thank you, bro. And I mean, for me, it's bigger than this. Like, my lease on this thing is different. It ain't necessarily money and hoopla. You know what I mean? All that stuff come with it, but you know what I mean? I wanted to tell the story of where I'm from. And I want to be known as one of the greats to do this. You know what I mean? Because I craft this. Like, you know what I mean? I'm putting these verses together. I'm putting these concepts together. I'm studying and really diving into it. So I want to be seen as one of them dudes when it's all said and done with me. I want to be seen as one of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I get the love around here, but, you know what I mean? That ain't enough.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not for what I want. I love it and I appreciate it, but it's bigger than that for me.
That's hard. Now, you know, making this music, and you got a lot of music on the way and stuff like that. You got any like dream collaborations? Anybody you would want to work with?
Right now, man, I'm jacking Blast, Hard Body.
That's hard.
I like Blast.
That'd be hard.
Yeah. What come to my mind with collaboration is people who could do something I can't do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like Blast, I like Alex Isley right now. A lot of people gonna catch on to her in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I say when I'm naming people that obviously I don't know or have access to yet.
Right. Yep.
I mean, there's other people that I'm fans of that I actually work with now, but yeah, like that right there, I would love to make that happen.
That'd be crazy. A Blast, Alex Isley, Sholey record?
Yeah, not necessarily together, but like a Blast Sholey or an Alex Isley Sholey. You know what I mean? I like Ari Lennox too, but yeah.
So you got like a. You like that R&B, like that.
I like that pocket, you know, that can't knock the hustle. That
like
Jay-Z,
that soul.
Mary J, where it's a marriage. You know what I mean? Two masters doing something only they could do.
Yeah, that's
you know
hard.
What I'm saying?
That's hard.
I like stuff like that.
That's fire. That's fire.
Like Rick Ross, John Legend, Rich Forever.
Yeah. And it was funny because when you said the people that you said earlier, I was gonna say something like a Rick Ross, John Legend collab. Yeah. That's hard. What's on the way? It's on the way.
Yeah, on the way.
You know what I'm saying? We got Sholey in the building. Before we get up out of here, man, you know, you got a lot of people that's going to be listening to this joint, man. You got a lot of people that is tapping in with us right now. It's a lot of artists, you know what I'm saying, that look up to you, that are following your motion, seeing what you're doing and all that. You know, just talk to the people one time, like, give them some advice, you know what I'm saying? It's all about togetherness. We got to build each other up. You know, what do you see in Connecticut? What do you see? What are the mistakes that you see in Connecticut, and what do you think that people should be doing?
I don't want to highlight no mistakes, but what I will say is, I feel like people gotta tap into their highest level of creative or craftsmanship. I feel like they gotta dig deep and reach that next plateau. Because what I notice is, and I'm sure you notice too, your talent, when it's a certain level, it's gonna just get you indoors that money can't get you into.
That's a fact.
And it's, you know what I mean, people are gonna speak your name in rooms that you're not in rooms of opportunity because they just so enthralled by your talent and what you do. So if you're a blogger, a podcaster, rapper, singer, videographer, photographer, I just want you to like tap into that next level. And you know what I mean, don't necessarily compete with what's going on here, but if you're a photographer, look at Jonathan Mannion, look at Mike Miller, look at, you know what I mean, go look in the Time magazine and see who's shooting the cover.
Right. And
like look at how they carrying and say, all right, this is what I'm up against. Like I look at Jay-Z and I look at Nas and I look at Meek and I say, all right, this is what I'm up against to be one of the best rappers. So I feel like we all just gotta, you know what I mean, hit that next level and do it together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the podcasting, you know what I mean, the DJs, the videographers, the models, the fashion, you know what I mean, we all gonna meet at the top.
That's a fact. I love that you put it that way because I think that's my, somebody asked me the other day, you know, people always asking advice and just how I feel about the Connecticut scene and all that type of stuff. And they said that, like, what do you think the issues are or a problem or anything like that? And I said, I don't think there's a problem because I think that, to your point, there's a lot of people that is operating on a high level, and it's a lot of people that are doing amazing big stuff, and emotion is crazy. I think the biggest thing about Connecticut is we're such a small state, but not even just outside of that, but there's so many of one thing. Yeah. So like this. If we're talking about rappers, there's so many rappers. If we're talking about singers, there's so many singers, so many producers, so many DJs, all of these things. But there's things that I feel like are missing that we need. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's an amazing podcast in Connecticut. We got to get behind these podcasts and build these podcasts up so they can be those media outlets that we need.
Yeah, I just went on a couple of podcasts too because I'm showing love. So it's like, you know what? Let me go on every podcast I could go on around here. Let me get in front of the microphone and the camera. You know what I mean, and build with my people. Yep. You know what I mean, because I want them to go up. So let me bring my audience over there. You know what I mean, but I just want people to know, like, aside from the craft, it's a bag in that. Yeah. It's a bag in podcasting.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's a bag in fashion. It's a bag in producing, you know what I mean, TV shows and movies, and you land something on Netflix or, you know what I mean, like, not to be funny, you take for example, that movie that Kyrie got in hot water over. You know how much money they made just now?
Oh, nah.
Just off the hype around
controversy,
it? Yeah. That's just them following, you know what I mean? Yeah. And putting it down and putting it out there. You think they could have predicted that somebody in the NBA was going to mention a movie and it was going to go crazy? Right. Like, you never know. So I just want people to put that level of quality out there so that could happen for you. Because, like, that's what I was trying to say in a nutshell. When you producing that type of quality and that type of content and you putting that type of intention in it, you never know what's going to happen with it, man. Right. You never know when it's gonna go viral, or when somebody is gonna post it, or when a celebrity is gonna just decide to play your song while they driving, or whatever. But when it's that type of bop, like, it can happen.
That's a fact.
It can happen. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you one of them with the spinning. So I
it.
know you get calls when it's like, damn, I didn't think this was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know
All the
saying?
time.
When you started DJing, you think you was gonna be the Huskies DJ?
Nah, hell no. Hell no. I was just telling your man, it's just my whole story of being in this building and coming up and stuff like that. And you know, a lot of that journey, I didn't think none of that was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was going to do something.
Yeah.
I knew that I was going to be at a high level, but I didn't know that my journey was this. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you just got to make the decision to go.
Yeah.
Because you focus on what you want, not how you're gonna get there.
Right.
You focus on what you want and pursue it. And I mean, a lot of things is gonna happen for you.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things is gonna happen for you, and you just gotta move with that fire.
That's a fact. Well, listen, man. Surely the Holy One. You already know what it is, man. On the way. We going crazy with it up here, Hartford, Connecticut.
Yeah, on all platties right now.
All platforms. New music on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Projects on the way.
Yeah, the IG is heavy right now.
You know what I'm saying? The content.
The engagement is heavy right now.
Engagement is crazy.
54, tap in with me. I'm cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cooking damn near nightly.
More content, more podcasts, more of these shows.
Yeah.
More freestyles, more ciphers.
Mm-hmm.
You going crazy, son. Congratulations,
yeah.
man.
Thank you, man.
You
Appreciate
definitely deserve
you,
it. You've been somebody that I've been watching for years, just really put on, and you know, I'm glad that we like really tapping in now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I had to put the thing down for real. Pause. You know what I mean? I used to come up here doing Ain't No Telling. I came up here one day. I bought Jenny Boom Boom a Tiffany bracelet trying to get her to play my record. You know what I'm saying? Then I left and I had my whole city call up. You know what I mean? They called up so much that the people who was answering the phones got aggravated. And that was just me being a young boy, not knowing how none of this worked. But that was just the energy I had wanting to do something. But now we in here for real.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean, Meechie, Holy One, everything Husky, the Giants.
Yes, sir. You know what it is, man. It's your boy DJ Meechie, Hot 937.
Yeah.
World famous heavy hitter, man. DJ Meechie podcast and all that. You know what it is, man. Surely.
Holy One.
Salute. Everything Husky. Big East. Yeah. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, my guy.
Appreciate you.
That was good shit.